Hey, what's up, guys? This is going to be part 2 of my video talking about the cost of living in Medellin, and of course, not just Medellin, but the metropolitan area. And I'm doing this video only because this second part, because I overlooked 2 things and maybe a couple of other things. And Carlos Martin is one of my subscribers now and has been following the videos for a while now. Brought it to my attention. You know, we make mistakes. What can we do? We're here at the Deborah Arango Public Library and Park, and that building over there, they're still working on it. It'll be done soon. And yes, unfortunately, there's graffiti here. Graffiti's invading Colombia all over the place. This part was allowed as art for the park, as part of the new cultural way in the world about people doing graffiti. So without further ado, let me get to it in just a moment. Remember, keep in mind that nowadays I'm doing videos about giving information, tips, recommendations about coming to visit Medellin, Envigado, Sabaneta here in Colombia, and how to stay safe in general and enjoy your stay here if you're going to be here as an expat or as a traveler or as a digital nomad or just a tourist. So let's see if I sit down here and have a cup of coffee while I talk to you guys. Alright guys, so what's up? So I'm going to keep telling you this story here about the thing. So Carlos Martinez brought it to my attention, and we're here at this cafe here called Bistro Cafe Restrepia here at the Deborah Arango Public Library and Cultural Park, and you hear some of the structures here. And this is Envigado, of course, and I'm just showing you a little bit. They got other little restaurants, little hole-in-the-wall restaurants here, and cafes and bakeries on the corner over there. So they got a lot to offer in these areas and all of Envigado in general. So let me just tell you, I'm just using my smartphone now, just centering in. And so basically, I can tell you that the cost of health insurance here, like a policy for insurance coverage here in Colombia, go to the Top Expat Insurance. It's top-expat-insurance. That's a website.com, and they'll give you some good quotes and free quotes and everything about the different companies that provide different coverage here in Colombia. And these things range around an average to about $120 a month, something to that effect. But look into it yourself so they can give you a proper estimate, a proper quote, taking into account whatever information you provide. So I can't give you any price right now, any concrete prices, just an average $120 a month. And transportation costs, because these things, the insurance, going back to the health insurance coverage, the policies, they'll treat you in private hospitals, not the public hospitals, because that is where you'll just probably end up waiting for a long time just to get treated and whatever. And you just don't want that kind of thing with that kind of situation. Let me switch this around and get the nuns here behind me. Got the statues there, the nuns. And right there in the background it says Inder Envigado, but backwards because I got the camera backwards there. And yeah, and you'll get the coverage, the treatment if you need any at private hospitals, not public hospitals in Colombia here, with those insurance policies. Make sure you try to get the best one with the help of that insurance company that's online, the website I told you about. Because if you get the public coverage thing, you might not be eligible for it because you're not a resident of Colombia or a citizen. I am, so I got that. And yeah, the other thing is about transportation costs. Now, if you're going to be taking the integrated metro ride thing, when you, like in the neighborhood where you're living, you take the metro bus that connects you to the metro line. That's usually about 75 cents on the US dollar. It's about 3,000 pesos. And give and a take, if you're going to be taking some other forms of transportation that are connected to the metro system, and you'll be using the card that you get at the metro thing that is without a name, whatever. It's a gray card. I got the green card, not the green card, resident alien card in the US, but I have this green card. It's a civic card, Civica, but you'll get the one that is gray looking, gray in color, and I got the green one here because I'm a citizen of Colombia. I've been a citizen since 1996. I wasn't a citizen until then because I'm American. So I got dual nationalities now, American and then Colombian. And it's, like I said, 3,000 pesos. And considering whatever the exchange rate is at the moment, then it'll be, at this moment, it's about approximately 75 cents on the US dollar. and you can pay as much as 4,000 pesos, which is almost a dollar US dollar, 90 cents, something like that, for the integrated use. And if you're going to use the Metro cable car to go up from one of the metro stations all the way up to RV Park, that's 11,000 pesos, one way approximately. That's about $2.50, something to the effect, $2.60, you know, rough approximation. And so monthly, what's the monthly cost of transportation? That depends on how many times you're going to be using the metro system and everything. You're going to get my fused tea, peach flavored like the Peachtree State, baby, Georgia. I lived in Georgia for 4 years and some change, and I'm from South Carolina. Grew up in South Carolina as a kid, but I love Georgia sweet peaches and all that good stuff. Good. This cost me 3,000 pesos, 75 cents for this drink here. And I just needed something cold because I've been walking and doing exercise, doing my daily morning workout. And so yeah, public transportation is that. But if you're going to be taking a cab, now the distance that you cover, and your dollar goes a long way here in Colombia. Your US dollar or your euro goes a long way, or Canadian dollar for the exchange rate. You really go a long way if you're still making dollars or euros as a digital nomad or whatever, or you got a pension going on, a good pension. So if you take a cab ride like from here, from Envigado, all the way to the North Bus Terminal, where you take the buses to go to Guatapé or to Santa Fe de Antioquia or to Peñón Rock for tourism on the weekend and whatever, that's about a 30,000 peso taxi ride. 30,000 pesos is about, let's see, 8, 6, 24, 32, it's up less than $8. It's about $8 US, $7.50, and that's a half-hour taxi ride from here to the North Bus Terminal. I mean, if you're in the States, how much will a taxi, a yellow cab or a taxi in your local town or city charge you for a 30-minute taxi ride? How much are they going to charge you guys? Here it's $8 for 30 minutes. I know in New York, 30 minutes is going to cost you about a good $50. And I was a cab driver in New Jersey back in 2011 and 2012. And I remember to go from Rahway, New Jersey to the Newark Liberty International Airport was a $50 cab ride, $45, and this is back in 2011. I mean, what a sweet deal for transportation, but I can't give you an exact price of monthly transportation costs because that depends on how often you're going to be using public transportation here during the month, you know, so that's for you to consider. I can't tell you that. Now guys, tonight I'm going to go live like I normally do every Friday night, and sometimes even on Saturdays late in the afternoon or early in the night, however, but that's provided the weather lets us, if it doesn't rain. So if you want to be part of my live stream tonight or any Friday night in general or Saturdays and everything in the afternoon, late afternoon or early evening into the night, and you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. If you haven't, if you already are a subscriber to the channel, then just hit the notification bell button to be notified so you know when I'm coming on live and all that. Sometimes I give a heads up, sometimes I don't because of whatever. So keep that in mind, and you can ask me questions about anything, and if I have the answers, I will give you the answers. Now, touching up on the prices of, once again, just a little touch up on the rental prices, you know, paying monthly rent. If you rent through an agency in an area like my friend and colleague in terms of English teaching, David Roberts from Wales, England. He's been here for 10 years now. He loves it. He hasn't gone back to England in all that time, and he managed to get some type of residency here or whatever, visa. And he tells me when we had a talk back in early February, late January this year, 2022, that he was paying about 950,000 pesos per month. 950,000 pesos per month for a small 3-bedroom apartment here in Envigado in an area called Dorado and whatever. And 900,000 pesos, that's less than $300. That's about $250 US. Take that into consideration if you are lucky enough to find that kind of sweet deal without all the hassle of all the paperwork and documentation. Anyway, this video's been long enough. Hey, Carlos Martinez, thanks a lot, bro, for bringing that information to light into my mind because I just completely overlooked it. Until next time, see you guys tonight during the live stream. And I don't know where I'm going to be going live from. Well, I got a pretty good idea, but let's see. It'll be a surprise as long as the weather lets us. Stay blessed, stay happy-go-lucky. Catch you on the rebound.